they just came out recently saying that they are not accepting international students, and they were the first person to come out with their PAL acquisition. This thing that we are receiving from this institution is like first come first share basis. They are expecting 50,000 approvals. So what this means is that, you know, when you have 10 people submitting visa application, definitely 2 out of the 10 can be a refuser. So out of the 83,000 being given, if we have 83,000 people submitting their visa application for these provinces, they are expecting 50,000 approvals. That is an expectation. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. This is Gifty here again. If today is the first time seeing my face, my name is Gifty. I mostly share content about anything in helping you in relocating to Canada and life in Canada in general. To my returning subscribers, thank you for always being here with me, guys. I love you all. Thank you for sharing my videos, liking, and always staying here, returning to watch my videos. Okay, I really appreciate that. Hi guys, so finally we've received the attestation letter. Yep, attestation letter has been finally released by 2 provinces. I know you've gotten the information so far, but I'm here to give you the details, to explain the part that you are not getting well, because I know you are waiting for my video. So guys, finally we've had 2 provinces coming out with their PAL acquisition. Okay, and one of the province is something like, they just came out recently saying that they are not accepting international students, and they were the first person to come out with their PAL acquisition. This is so much surprising, right? So we have 2 provinces so far, that is BC and Alberta. They just came out and gave their PAL acquisition. And guys, in this video I will be telling you these 2 provinces, how to acquire for the PAL. Will it be by you? Will it be by your institution? Will it be by the province? I will let you know. I will also let you know how many PALs has been released to this for this province. Okay, how many total has been released for this province. I'll also let you know how many visa approvals are they expecting from this release. Okay, then I'll let you know if this thing will actually cause a reduction in visa approvals, or it will rather cause an increase in visa approvals. I'll also let you know what to do so that you will get your PAL very fast, because this is first come first shared thing that we are into right now. So this video will give you a detailed breakdown of whatever that you need to know, starting from how to get the PAL, how to use it to apply for your visa. So if this is something that you are interested in, guys, don't go anywhere, stay tuned, and let's get the breakdown of this. I will first go into the website and read whatever that is there for you so that you better understand. So first of all, how do we acquire the attestation letter? Is it a student who will apply for it, or who will even give it to you to use it for your visa application? It is the I will first give you a breakdown so that when I read, you will better understand. You don't need to apply for your attestation letter yourself. Yes, so that stress is out of you. Okay, you don't need to apply it yourself. It is your institution that will give you the attestation letter. Okay, so the same way they will give you your admission letter, your LOA for your visa application, that is the same way they will give the attestation letter to you. Okay, so the breakdown is that the provinces has given the attestation letter out to the institution to give to the students. Okay, so all communication will be between the province and the institution. Okay, and your institution will communicate the results to you. Okay guys, so let me first read from the website so that after everything I'll go through and give you the breakdown of whatever that it means. Okay, so it states that British Columbia now issuing a provincial attestation letter for international students. British Columbia provincial attestation letters, that is the PAL system, is effective as of today, March 4th, 2024. International students must submit a PAL with their study permit application to prove that they have been accepted by a designated learning institution within the limits of its allocation. Okay, so I'll explain this limit of allocation for you to better understand. The BC government says the provincial government issues PAL to institutions. Okay, so the provincial government issues PAL to institutions, so it is not you. The government has issued it to the institutions, okay, who then issue the letters to the international applicants. So from the government of the province to the institution to the applicants. That is how it works. Okay, so let's know the number of PAL that was given to these provinces. Okay, so BC says it has been granted a total allocation of 83,000 undergraduate study permit application from IRCC. Further, the province notes that based on previous acceptance rate, the federal government expects this to result in approximately 50,000 approved study permit application for 2024. Guys, 50,000, and this is like a huge reduction from what was approved last year, 2023. So that means that this will actually reduce study permit approvals. Okay, so let's move on. It says comparatively, last year there were 97,000 study permit applications for undergraduate programs in BC, resulting in approximately 60,000 approved study permits. So guys, you see what I was talking about? This is a total reduction. This is a total reduction from 50,000 approved to from 60,000 to 50,000. Okay, that means 10,000 reduction, which is not easy at all. Okay, so the province says that 53% of PAL will be for public post-secondary institutions, and the remaining 47% will be for private institutions. Okay, representing 27% fewer study permit application for private institutions than 2023. BC knows the reduction is meant to counter unsustainable growth. So guys, this is the information that we have. So first of all, I'll first break down how to acquire this attestation letter. So as is stated on the website, it says that the BC government has rather issued the attestation to the institutions. Okay, then the institutions will release it to the applicants. So that is the first thing you have to note. You have to receive your PAL from your institution. So in a situation whereby you've gotten your admission, you've made your payment of your tuition fee or your deposit, and you've gained a seat in the institution, then when you best fit for the admission, then they will issue you the attestation letter. And guys, I am telling you that this will be like a first come a first served thing. Remember, we have limited amounts of PAL released to these institutions. So if you gain admission and you are not fast to pay your tuition fee or do the needful to gain your seat in the institution, then that means you're gonna have issues in receiving your attestation letter. I know this thing that they just brought is something that should be like, many people come here and maybe probably we don't school or something else like that, so they need to make sure that you've gained your seat in the institution. Okay, you've paid your tuition fee, you've paid your deposits, therefore you are eligible to apply for your visa. This is a form of capping study permit applications. Okay, but in one way or the other, they are trying to check to see that yes, when international students are here, indeed they school, they will go for the school. So this thing, they are just trying to factor a whole lot of things into it. They are trying to maintain like to help a sustainable growth, or to manage the unsustainable growth. The issues of accommodations, they are trying to manage it. That is why they've kind of reduced the number of applicants, approvals. They are also trying to see to it that yes, when international students are here, they get the resources that they need to school, because most of the institutions pick a lot of students, and when they come, they actually suffer when it comes to course registrations, accommodations, and a whole lot of things. So in one way or the other, they are trying to cap all these things to help that kind of problems. But on the other side too, is kind of helping to see that actually when international students are here, they actually school, because we have so many international students who come and they will seek for asylum. Okay, so all these things factor into it. So they are trying to do all these things to kind of manage things up. So guys, what I'll tell you is that immediately you gain your admission, if there is a deposit for you to make to get your LOA, to get your seat in the institution, try and do it as early as possible, so that you can get your PAL very, very fast to process your visa application. And for those who have already received their admission, especially those going in for May intake, May is just like 2 months, and you know visa processing take a longer period. So if you've paid your tuition fee, you've made your deposit or whatsoever, start gathering your documents, because if you've applied for your institution is in BC, you should get a communication from your institution by now. And if it is in the other provinces, gather all your documents that you need for your visa application. And I know that within this month, all the provinces will come up with something, so that it won't be like you would get the information from the province that your institution is into, and you are now going to gather your documents. It can kind of delay your visa process. So gather everything, so that when you hear your province has released their attestation letter, you'll be fast to apply for your visa. Okay, especially those going for May intake. Okay, so let's move on to the next stage of how much attestation letter was released to these provinces. Okay, so coming down, it states that BC says it has been granted a total allocation of 83,000 undergraduate study permits, okay, from IRCC. So currently BC holds 83,000 pounds. Currently 83,000 pounds. So imagine the number. Everybody is applying into that province. Okay, so if you are not fast, that means 83,000, you won't be part. So you have to be very, very fast in doing your things. Okay, so further, the province note that based on the previous acceptance rate, the federal government expect this to result in approximately 50,000 approved study permits. Okay, so that is a reduction from last year. Okay, so That is what I was saying, that this will really bring a reduction in the number of study permits being approved. Okay, because you know that when you submit your visa application, you getting your PAL doesn't mean that your visa will be approved, right? Right now they have 83,000, but they are expecting 50,000 approvals. So what this means is that, you know, when you have 10 people submitting visa application, definitely 2 out of the 10 can be a refuser. So out of the 83,000 being given, if we have 83,000 people submitting their visa application for these provinces, they are expecting 50,000 approvals. That is an expectation. Okay, so they mean that about 33,000 visas will be refused or will be rejected or will be banned or whatsoever. So out of the 83,000, they are expecting 50,000 approvals. So imagine the reduction that I'm talking about. Okay, so last year there was like 97,000 study permit applications. Okay, 97,000 study permits was put through IRCC. Study permit application was put through for British Columbia, but out of that, 60,000 visas was approved. So they are using that estimation to kind of compare it with this year. So this year, if they are having 83,000, then they are expecting 50,000, because last year they had 97,000, and out of that they had 60,000. So they are trying to compare it with last year, that okay, if we are submitting this number of visa applications, this is why we are expecting to be approved, because some will be rejected. So that is the meaning of what they are trying to say. Okay, so right now let's move to how many has been allocated to private institutions and public institutions. Okay, so the province says that 53% of PAL will be for public post-secondary institutions. So we have public post-secondary institution having the majority of the PALs. Okay, 53. Then the rest, which is the 47%, will be for private institutions, because most of the applicants really goes into the public institutions than the private institutions. So that is the meaning. So yep, BC knows the reduction is meant to counter unsustainable growth. So all these reductions are meant to counter unsustainable growth in BC. For Alberta, I think they said they would bring a details of what we should expect from them as well. So they don't have the actual information for them as at the time that I check and recording this video. I'll bring a next video when I get the information from them as well. So guys, basically today, that is it. That is the information. I know it's a good news, because if you do all the needful, or what is expected of you to do, you will be successful in this process. So please, what you have to do is get a college that will give you like a faster processing of your PAL, because some of the school even delay with their LOA, giving out their LOA. So you should try and find colleges that fast track their acceptance. Like when you apply today, you can hear from them 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, so that everything will be fast for you, because this thing that we are receiving from this institution is like first come first share basis. Okay, and remember, 83,000 that has been given to BC is not going into one institution. Okay, it will be allocated to all the institution in British Columbia. So if you don't get any institution that will fast track your process for you, then you are not going to have the chance of receiving this, because it is in limited use. You get it? So please, what I would say is that try as much as possible to get a college that will help you fast track your process. When you get your LOA, make sure you make your deposit or you pay your tuition fee. Then you can get your PAL to process your visa application. Guys, I know this video has been useful so far. I would want you to give me your like to support me and help me grow this family. I love you all. Thank you.